welcome back to Pumped on Life. And today's life lesson is finding the right coach for you. Yeah.
Yep. And the quote is, they don't know how much you care. Wait, no. No, you do it.
Oh, they don't know how much you know until they know how much you care. And that is from our good friend, Heidi Powell. So
Is that her quote?
Yeah, it's hers. Yep.
Smart woman.
She's a very smart woman.
Yeah.
Very smart. Very smart.
Okay, so that really that was the lesson.
There you go. Done. No, but we'll talk more about it. Like, in all honesty, like, it is the most, like, if you're trying to find somebody that is a coach, if you've played any sports or you've been successful in whatever you're doing or your job or anything else.
I think not even coach, it's just leader.
Like leader in general, yeah. If you're at a job, coaching like football or whatever, and if you go to work every day, and how many of you have been driving, you're like, my boss does not care about me. My boss doesn't care about me. So then what kind of effort do you give when you go to work? I'm giving the freaking bare minimum. And anything that they say to me, I'm not really going to care about or do. Right?
No,
right?
True. People don't want to be... If you don't
feel loved and appreciated, you're not going to do anything. I was never willing to give an effort. Like, I wasn't going to show up to work early. But that also goes for what people that we work with. Like, to get it back to it. Like, in all honesty.
It truly is on both sides. So we're talking to the leaders, and then we're also talking to people that are looking for somebody to in leadership. So, it can be, you can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it a coach, you can call it a boss, a leader, whatever you want to call it. But we're looking on both sides. So we're talking to the people that are in that position, and then people are looking for somebody to guide them in that. So no matter what, it's the same straight across the board. It's all about showing that you care about people. People will not care how much you know if they don't know how much you care. And actually, that is one of my top advices when I work with trainers. So I'll have other trainers that come work with me, and they'll come work with me in the gym. They're looking to see if they want to go into helping people and in working in a gym with them, working as a personal trainer. So they'll come and they'll work side by side with me, and at the end they always ask me, like, what's like your number one advice? And for me, I truly feel without a doubt the reason that I've been able to be successful in my clientele, in my career, in working with people, in leadership, has always been that I care about people. I connect with people. And that makes all the difference in the world. People will want to come back and work with you if they know that you care about them, if you connect with them. If that's not there, and for a trainer, especially, you walk in and yes, of course, you want a trainer that knows what they're doing and modifications and things like that. But if you don't feel cared about, because fitness is a very personal thing, everything in life is personal, right? Things that you devote your time to. If that piece is not there and you're not caring and connecting about people, that loyalty is not going to be there. That want to come back and work with you, it's not going to be there.
Exactly. Because it's like, it's just so true, because like, you can know all the stuff in the world, proper nutrition, proper exercise, but like you said, if they know you don't care about them, it doesn't matter. So if you're out there looking for your coach and you go there and you go in there and you ask for a trainer and they don't ask pretty much anything about your personal life, or they're not really vulnerable with you, seriously, because that means they don't really care because they're not trying to get to know you, then that's probably not the person you want to work with, in all seriousness. And maybe some of you guys are out there like, no, I just need somebody that's going to just do this, this, and this. And it's like, that's great and all, but it's only going to go so far. You know what I mean? And that's why I actually hate, like, just personal training, like people one-on-one, of like, if it's just like, let's put you through a workout, like, I love to like get to know them more. It's like, I'd rather sit down and get to know them, and then we'll go and be like, let's go run a marathon. Yeah. Because they know you're only helping them get better. Like, you're helping them, like, for coaching football. and especially high school football, if they don't know you care about them, they're not going to go to battle for you every Friday night and lay it all out there on the field. They're not going to, because you can't just go in there and be like, okay, we got to do this, this, and this. You got to execute this, this, and this. If they don't know that you care, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. Because I don't remember a damn thing that my coach, well, I do because I coach football, but a lot of people, if you ask them, they don't remember the exact step that I took. Like, okay, you need to do this fundamental thing, da-da-da-da-da. No, what I remember is how much my coach cared about me, how much he got me through life, how that
showed up for you.
Yeah, showed up for me. How many times they've been like, and how I've taken those lessons and what those have taught me to catapult me into what I do now in life. Like with the people we work with, like Chris and Heidi, for instance. Do you know how many recipes they've taught me? Zero. They've shown me a few modifications, and you know what? I'll be the first to say it, and Rachel can be. This might sound arrogant or whatever, but I would say I'm probably their top 2, or if not their top most successful person that's ever been on their show and been off their show. Mm-hmm. And guess how many recipes they've taught me? Guess how much really workouts they've taught me? None, really.
Yeah.
But what they have is they've given me more love and care than I could even imagine. Yeah. So what has that translated to where I am today? That's the bottom line. And that's what we try to give to our people and let them know that, like, no matter what, we care so much about them that we'll do anything to help them get to their goals, achieve their goals. Yeah, to be successful. Because like we've talked about before in the belief, if your freaking coach believes in you, by damn, you're going to soon believe in yourself. Because a lot of people especially a lot of people that come to us are broken. They've been shut down so many times. And all they want is somebody to freaking believe in them, to know that they can freaking achieve something. And when they give you us as coach and they give you that, that's when we get out of their way. They'll start naturally doing the right things. They really will. Well, and that's how you find a good freaking coach. Yeah,
absolutely. And I'm going to talk to all the leaders out there. If you're sitting there right now and you're like, man, I'm just having the heart, like I'm so knowledgeable in all these areas. I've worked so hard to get where I'm at, but I just can't. I'm having a really hard time keeping my team or moving forward in leadership. I encourage you to look at how much you're caring about the people that you're working with. Are you just taking everything from them and not really caring? Like, are you just sucking people dry? Or are you also giving back to them in loving them and caring about them? I mean, when's the last time you asked about their family? What's going on in their life? Or are you just, basically sucking everything that they have out of them without giving anything back to them? The chances that they're going to want to go all in for you are slim to none.
It's going to be clock in at the right time, exact time, and clock out at the right time.
Yeah.
They freaking made a show about it, if you think about it.
What?
Undercover Boss. If you think about Undercover Boss, when the bosses go on there, almost every single one is centered around, I wish they knew how much, like, I do this. And they always say, like, wish they could appreciate that we do this for their business and do this.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen that.
No. That is so true. And I will tell you guys that this is something in my life that I have. I'll talk about it in another podcast, but I have had teams that have worked for me, and we worked on a team together on a project that how I lost all my team in 1 year. And really what that brought to me in my realization of the way that I was leading and what it brought to me in moving forward and how I work with teams. So I'll talk about that in another podcast. We don't really have time to go into that today, but I think that the action item is that we would really like people to work on is on both ends. So if it's thinking about the right coach for you. Sorry. So, something's throwing me off. So it's thinking about the right coach for you, or you're also thinking about the way that you can be a better coach. Okay. So really start to think about, if you're working with somebody in a looking for that right coach, of writing down, the qualities that you're really looking for in them, and really looking at like, what does that person bring to the table? And that's one way of looking for the right coach. And then also being a leader on the other side of it is taking
just reaching out and saying you appreciate them.
yeah,
for what they do.
start thinking
Identify.
about, are you identifying? Identify those things of, are you showing how much you care? So I think that one's a simple call to action. It's really just, it's giving insight. It's really looking into both sides of it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Is that good?
Yes. On that
All right.
note, we're out.
We're out.